Just recruited Chicago some. Probably the last guy we recruited in here was Mon Shumpert. And they came down to us, Georgia Tech, and somebody.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. And, but yeah, from time to time, we haven't recruited here a lot, but from time to time we've gotten in here, and I know Larry Butler real well, and we've followed the Illinois teams around on the AAU circuit and that kind of thing. That's right, we did. We did recruit Eric Rouse. That's right. Yeah. Well, you generally, any of those national guys, you end up recruiting to a certain level, and it's just a matter as they start to narrow things down and that kind of thing. But as far as Chicago recruiting is concerned, those kids, and I think the people who are influenced, they're interested in hearing now. What's DePaul about now? Are you going to earnestly recruit, those kids? Where they fit in? And I think most kids are interested in national television exposure. They're interested in style of play. They're interested in playing time, and certainly we should have plenty of that moving forward. So I think we've got a great opportunity now to reestablish DePaul as Chicago's team and get our share of Chicago guys. We can't get them all because there's so many of them, but we certainly can get some of them because just like me being here, I saw it as a great fit. And I think we've got to go out there and show some of these outstanding players and their coaches and the people who influence them, their parents and whomever, this is an outstanding fit for you. And here and now is the time to be a part of this. You have a chance to make a major impact. You coming?
Huh?
You coming?
You have any eligibility to collect? Coach,
I got work to do with you.
if there's, if you were to look at the Dayton situation, it's like you can look at the Clemson situation. Where does this compare? Is it a tougher year?
Well, I think they're all tough, and I compared it to Dayton for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons I was at Old Dominion, and I'd never been in the Midwest before, and the same questions were asked about Midwest recruiting, how you can recruit in the Midwest, and so on and so forth. And I think recruiting is relationships, and certainly you've got to pay attention to the geographical area that you're in. But you got to go out and establish relationships, and your assistants, you got to get help from them in order to do that. But if you do that and you show kids interest and they got a chance to play and they got national television and Big East and all of that, you're going to have your share of kids that are interested, and then you got to work at it, because you're going to be competing against other folks as well. But you got to be in there with a bunch of kids. Sometimes it's, you get the kid because his first and second choice. Get another guy, and all of a sudden that guy becomes your best player. Had that happen several times. We got a McDonald's All-American at Clemson because his first choice was probably North Carolina, and they signed another McDonald's All-American, and there we were. So you got to work extremely hard. You got to have a depth in recruiting, and if you do that, then you're going to have a chance to, because of the number of guys, the number of good guys that are here and in our region, we're going to do all right recruiting. But you do have to start some relationships with these guys, and when I say I have to strengthen those because I do have relationships with the Mac Urbans and those folks.
Your NCAA tournament record, what do you say to people who point at that and say, well, why hasn't he won a game? Can he get the team to that to another level when he hasn't been able to advance a team?
Well, generally what I say is, first of all, it's tough to get there, and put me back there again, and let's start there and go from there. You're playing against tough teams in the NCAA. We've been in every game that we've played has been a close one, and we just haven't gotten over the hump. And I look forward to getting DePaul there and getting over the hump there and have a chance to make a deep run.
Is that something that weighs on you at all?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, there's a whole bunch of games during the year. You have an outstanding program. Your term program is around. It's hard to get the NCAA tournament. Only 21 teams have gotten to the NCAA tournament 3 years in a row, particularly out of a power league. And so I know that's an accomplishment, but I also know that sometimes things like that happen. You have streaks, and you have hitting streaks, and you have hitless streaks, and things like that happen. That doesn't mean you can't hit, and you just got to keep banging at it and get another opportunity and take advantage of it.
Had you been thinking?
I think a great example is, last night. I thought for sure as the game wound down that Butler was going to win it. The 60-59, everything lined up, but ball didn't go in the basket. That happened.
Had you been thinking at all about leaving Clemson before DePaul started with this?
You talked about the 3 2010 recruits. What familiarity do you have with them?
What's that?
What familiarity do you have with the 3 2010 recruits that you said you'd be contacting?
The
three signed recruits.
Well, we recruited the kid from Vegas, and so I've been on the phone. I've been on the phone with the kid. We've gone out to see him. I've been on the phone with the father. So I have a relationship with him. So we'll call and talk about that. The other two I have not. I don't have a relationship with, and that starts today.